Morning, good morning, good morning. Morning. Oh, honestly, yes, good morning. I was just looking through the news this morning. I seen where hey, I hear you, Chris. It got wild down in Hot Springs on Del Brock. They had 70-mile-an-hour winds and baseball size hail just right south of Del Brock, knocked down cell towers out and everything else. So, yeah, it got pretty wild. It did down there at Del Brock. Morning, Billy. Well, I've been looking through the news this morning. Looks like Iran shot down one of our drones. Yeah, latest U.S. officials say Iran missile downed U.S. drone. Uh, That'd be interesting. Yeah. Well, Iran, they're being radicals over there, guys. They are. They're going to try to push around, see what the hell they can get by with, see what they can't. They don't want no war. I'll tell you that. That they don't. What they're trying to do, they're trying to rattle their saber, trying to throw some shit around to get what they want. That's how those third world countries works. They really don't want a war because they're not really set up to deal with a world superpower. They're not, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a little bit off in the head, you know. Um, Vladimir Putin is warning U.S. against using force on Iran, say it would have catastrophic consequence. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Iran has attacked a couple oil freighters also, but they're trying to deny involvement in that. But we know it was them that did it. So, I mean, who else is going to be? I mean, going through the Strait of Hormuz. But what it is, it's Iran wanting to do some bargaining. They're wanting something just like Kim Jong Un. He come out and show his ass when he wants something, guys. I mean, really look at it. Look what Kim has got out of his missile development over there. I mean, think about it. Yeah, old Kurt, he spent a lot of money developing missiles, ICBMs. Most of them ain't worth the shit for nothing. Most of them, well, he can get them back to Japan. But look what it's done to the world. Him showing that he has got the ability to create one, and he might or might not have a nuclear warhead to put on one. So it's brought other countries out of the woodwork to come out and try to work with him for him to get what he wants. It's attention seeking, guys. All it is. It's like looky here, looky what I got. And that's what Iran's doing right now, too, guys. I mean, Trump hadn't made them the happiest since he backed out of the Iran nuclear deal. I mean, look how long Obama kissed Iran's ass. Think about it. He gave them everything that they wanted for what, billions of dollars and stuff. I mean, he brought in pallet loads of cash money. Here, you know, we'll just buy you off. We'll give you what you want. We don't have to deal with you, Shakamalaka and all that other shit, because they're all like brothers over there. Obama, one of them. So, I mean, honestly, guys, kind of way it goes. 4 foot weenie down a football field. Well, apparently it's good enough to shoot down a drone. I mean, but Drone ain't exactly a manned aircraft with the ability to think. With I mean, I'm pretty sure that they've got incoming like SAM alerts and stuff, just like anything else does. But no. Good morning, good morning. That's right, Robin. That's what they're doing. They're chest beating. Now Russia's over there chest beating. See, it's coming election time again, guys. Y'all not notice this yet? When these third world countries decide to show their ass, they always do it during when it gets close to an election cycle. Think about it. Because they know they can get by more. Yeah, they know they can get by with more, guys. No, Larry, Iran can't touch what we stealth bomber what we got, but they're good old boys northeast of them can. They're good buddies called Russia. So, no, they may not have nothing that can touch our stealth bombers, or they may not even have anything that can touch our F-22 Raptors, but Russia does. And all Russia does got to do is, well, we're gonna be good buddies with Iran. We're gonna help keep them safe. We're gonna loan them some missile defense batteries. Yeah, I mean that's the way it works, guys. You know, I figured that shit out. I mean, Russia may not get involved in a war, just like we might not get involved in a war, but we'll give everybody toys to fight with. Have you not figured that shit out? Yeah. Russia still ain't real happy about us arming the Mujahideen over in Afghanistan. They still ain't forgot about that yet, guys. No shit. So, I mean, honestly, I would not like to have conflict with anybody. You know, honestly, I would. But just like Jason Lambell said, he's enjoying that $2.08 a gallon gas. I've been enjoying the shit out of that $2 and 20 cents gallon gas here. But if Iran keeps it up over there, yeah, damaging them damn oil tankers and all kinds of other shit, that $2.28 or $2.20 a gallon gas is going to be $3.48, $4.48. And I don't like that shit. None of y'all else out here likes that shit. That means plane tickets is going to be higher. Everything is going to be higher. Because when fuel goes up, everything else goes up too. That is a fact. It's the truth, guys. So, with all the Soviet technology and Trump, something goes to the summit. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, it's too early in the morning for this shit. Chris, you're going to have to quit doing your typo shit. You're confusing me over here, okay? Chris is over here on YouTube doing his typo bullshit, and then he's confusing me. He must have got hit with one of those damn hailstones last night. Well, guys. Hmm. But no joke. I mean, that's just how I see it here, guys. I mean, I like that cheap gas as much as everybody else does because a lot of us, man, fuel it really cuts into us. It does. I'm telling you right now. If fuel went up to like $4 a gallon, I'd have to demand a hell of a pay raise, or I'd say, can't do it anymore. Nope, can't do it anymore. Fuel is my number one expense, guys. It is. It is. When the fuel gets high, guess what? My boss don't give me a raise. No, no, I don't get a damn raise. That just means that's less money I make. They're still making the same because the fuel expense is on my end. And just like a lot of small operators out there, it's the same with them. That just because fuel goes up don't mean that you can necessarily go demanding higher prices for your shit. Just on the retail end, you can get by with that. You can't get by with that anywhere but on the retail end. So, like I said, guys, or high fuel prices makes it hard on independent contractors and stuff. Truckers, independent truckers, loggers, all that shit. Yeah, it makes it rough on them. It does. I've seen a lot of old boys park their damn log trucks back years ago. So I can't run them. I mean, they're not even turning a profit any whatsoever. Only thing that's left is basically cover the damn insurance on them and the damn fuel costs, and that's about it. If I even have a major breakdown, I'm screwed. And that's no lie, guys. So fuel means a lot to this country here. You know, we're not like uh, Europe. We're spread out more. People has to commute. We have to have fuel. Yeah, I mean they can get by with like $7 a freaking liter over there or whatever. Because hell, they don't have to drive near as far as we do. Well, no. Yeah, we used to have teenagers driving all day long, Jennifer. They don't like teenagers don't care nothing about driving anymore. They'd rather sit back on their damn smartphone, text everybody. Now back when we were younger, yeah, we drove all day long, but no, not anymore. So we'll see what happens out of this, but I really don't think Iran wants a war. I've listened to several experts last night, and I tend to agree with them. Oh, they're wanting attention, guys. They're just wanting something. And they're out there showing their ass to get it. And they know that they got to come out and show their ass, or they're not going to get it. Okay? Iran's got a problem, guys. They got all kinds of oil over there. They just hadn't got the ability to refine the shit. Think about it. They don't. I mean, how would you love to live in an oil rich country that you had to buy your gasoline from somebody else because your busted ass didn't have the ability to refine enough to supply half of your country? Well, welcome to Iran. Yeah, there you go. What do I think about New York and other states issuing license to undocumented illegals? Well, if you're illegal, you're going to be undocumented. Um, well, it's not what I think about it, guys. It's what are you willing to do about it? I mean, come on. It's your country too. When are you going to take that right there serious, guys? Think about it. It's your country too. I mean, when are you going to get on the soapbox? When are you going to get on the bandwagon? When are you going to start raising 90 kinds of hell, like the left does. They seem to get quite a bit about what they want out here. That's the reason you're having undocumented illegals out here getting driver's license and shit. Why? Is because that's what they're out there actively pushing for. Yeah, they're actively pushing for that shit. That's the reason they're getting what they want. Now, if you're going to sit back at the house and you're not going to say anything, you're not going to do anything, you ain't going to get what you want. The other side is, because they're making a hell of a lot more noise than you are. And these politicians listen to who's making the most noise. The silent majority is fixing to be the hushed up minority, is what they're fixing to be if they don't start thinking a little bit different. You know, I've said this and I'll say it again. Conservatives are under the impression that they don't have to do anything, that they're entitled to the rights. You ain't entitled to a damn thing in this world other than you're going to die one day and you're going to pay taxes. And when you forget that, you've done screwed up. The Constitution is only as good as the people that will stand and defend it. And if you're not going to make noise and you're not going to raise hell and you're not going to come out and defend the Constitution for yourself, you expect somebody else going to for you? Think about it. You want to talk about entitled people out here? There's a lot of people entitled on the right. They think that they're entitled to these rights. No, you're not entitled to no rights, guys, if you're not willing to fight for them. Because freedom isn't free. It's not. You got jokers out here every day looking to take your freedoms away from you. Look, you got a whole damn Democrat Party wanting to do it. And you got a whole bunch of people that backs that Democrat Party that wants to take your rights away from you. And that people, you better get through your damn head. Constitution can be amended. Look how many times it has been. So your rights are not guaranteed to you if you're not willing to stand and fight for them. That should be a wake-up call. Because if you care enough about something, you'll stand up for it. You'll start getting vocal. And if you just want to be a entitled little pussy, you won't. That's what I've come to figure out last 3 years I've been out here. You tell the people that cares, that really gives a damn about keeping rights and so forth, and they really care about the Second Amendment. And then you see the ones out here that really don't care all that much about it, that they're here to use it, but they're not never gonna fucking stand for them or ever really push back to keep them. But they'll use them until they're gone and bitch about them when they're gone. Yeah, true story. True story, guys. Every gun law out here passed. Every gun law in these states that's passed is because of the lack of the people coming out standing for the rights. And the left gets what they want because they're the ones making all the noise. That's exactly what it is. You got a bunch of entitled people on the right. It's just as spoilt as the damn left is. And they only want to sit back and whine when they're not getting their way, but they're not willing to do nothing about it. That's what I've come to see. Snowflakeism is deep on both sides, not just one. True story, guys. That's the reason if you like your Second Amendment, you're really staunch about keeping it, You better get your ass out there active and start making some damn racket to keep it. Because if you haven't noticed, it's going state by state. It is. It's not going. It ain't the federal government passing all these intrusive laws. Well, that's right, Derek. They have been quiet. That's been the status quo for them. But I mean, they ain't going to be quiet no longer. It's going state by state, guys. The Democrats know that they cannot get what they want in Washington, D.C. right now. They know that the Republicans got the Senate and Republicans has got the presidency. That they're not going to be able to run rough shot gun control. They're not with just the power of the House. So what have they done? They have focused their efforts on the states. And they're taking states one by one that they have power in, guys. Look at California. Look at New York. Look at some of these other liberal states that they're pushing the abortion issue and the gun control issue, red flag laws. I mean, late term abortion. I mean, they're running away with it on the state level. So that's why it's so important to be political on your state level. Don't just pay attention to Washington, D.C., guys. Yes, there's a swamp up there. There is. There's a lot of crooked politicians up there in Washington, D.C. There is. There's a lot of things that needs to be changed up there. But you know what? Every state has its own damn swamp. It's called the State House. Most of the laws passed to get passed that's going to affect your life are passed right there in your state capital. It's not D.C. It's in your state capital. You know, that's what I see out here, guys. So many people just really don't realize that their state has the ability to do its own shit. They really just, the cogs are turning, but it's not clicking. They really don't understand that the federal government hadn't got to do shit to you. The state can do it on its own. The state can raise your property taxes. States has got sanctuary cities. States can raise many different taxes, highway taxes, and all kinds of other stuff. Cities can, counties can. That shit ain't coming from D.C. Everybody blames D.C. for it. States can create their own damn gun control. They can adopt red flag laws and other laws. They can say what's legal in their state when it comes to firearms. They can deem what's legal in their state far as the First Amendment. Guys, that's the deal of it is you really need to understand under the 10th Amendment state rights. States have the ability to govern themselves outside the federal government. And they are doing it. Trust me, they are. So who you're voting in the state legislature, representative from your area to go to the state capitol to represent you, the state government, who you're putting in as governor and lieutenant governor, that shit matters. It matters just as much as voting for president of the United States or voting for your U.S. congressman. It matters. Remember that. A lot of people that just goes over their head. They don't grip that concept. All they do is bitch about Washington, D.C. Something happens in their state. The state government passes something, infringes on them. They blame Washington, D.C. because they really don't understand the damn state runs itself. I see it out here all the time, guys. You know, there was a Civil War fought in this country 155 years ago over 10th Amendment state rights. Yeah, states do have rights. So that's something people really needs to get a grip on, guys. They really do. Is yes, there's a lot of things that happens in D.C., but there's really more things that affects your life right there in the state you live in and the people controlling it. I mean, when you pull up there, guys, you go in there and you buy soda pop and a candy bar, or you go to McDonald's and you buy a Big Mac and order fries. Federal government ain't got much to do with that. That's state government. The taxes you're paying, state government, city municipalities. Washington, D.C. ain't got much to do with that, guys. It's true. When you go pay your property taxes, you paying your property taxes to the state. You're not paying your property taxes in Washington, D.C. The state and county gets them property taxes. I mean, yeah, people recognize federal income tax. Yes, federal does pull more out per paycheck than what the state does. That's a fact. They do. But the federal government's not getting money out of you like the state is. You paying federal income tax, yeah. They taking a pretty good chunk out, and then the state takes a chunk out. But while you're living everyday life, going and spending whatever in your hometown, you know who's getting all them tax monies that you're having to pay out? The county, city, and the state. Federal government ain't hardly getting any of that. They get a little bit out of the damn fuel tax, guys. But that's it. Yeah, school tax is a killer. I agree with that, Keith. You know, and let me say something here, guys. All these teachers out here wanting raises. All right. What kind of teacher are you? Are you a good teacher, or are you one of these people that shows up to class, tells everybody to read in their books or nowadays their tablet, and you're sitting there with your phone under your desk, sitting there acting like you working or doing something, and you're texting all your buddies, and you're out there surfing on Facebook, and you checking your Plenty of Fish account and all that other shit, trying to score a date for the weekend. If you're that kind of teacher, you don't need no damn raise. All right, I don't give a shit. You went to college for 4 years, got a degree to teach or not. You either do a good job, you have a good success rate, or you don't get no damn raise. All right? It's kind of how it works. It's called the merit system. Just because you show up don't mean you deserve a raise. Just like the corporate world or any other job out here. If you a sorry ass employee, then you don't need nothing but a damn cost of living raise. But if you really want more money, you're going to have to show that you deserve more money by doing a better damn job. Earn it like everybody else has to. You ain't no damn better than anybody else out here. If you're a good teacher, you're doing a good job, then yes, you deserve a raise. But if you're just one of these jackasses that just shows up, you're probably making just enough the way it is. Because you know, guys, our schools is not getting better. Have you not noticed that? Our kids are not getting smarter, and these teachers think they need a raise. With all the technology we have out here, and everything, kids ain't getting smarter. Trust me, they're not. They're not. They're not. So if these teachers are doing such a great job in these schools, why ain't our damn kids getting smarter? Okay, I mean, why ain't they? Kids can't do math no better than they've ever been able to do math. Matter of fact, they ain't as good. Kids can't write as good as they used to be able to. They can't. They can't do it. They autocorrect for everything. They can't spell for shit, guys. I'm not lying to you. They can't spell. So they always got autocorrect on their phones and their tablets or whatever. They don't never have to learn how. They just have to get close, and then everything fixes it for them. They don't know how to do math. They know how to do a calculator. That's what I'm saying, guys. They don't know geography, where something's located. They've got Google Maps. They're not getting smarter, guys. The damn smart devices are getting smarter for their dumb asses to be able to use. But the kids are not learning more. Trust me, they're not. Man, I get around some of these young people and I ask them something, and they're just like, the future of this country's gone. No joke. I mean, guys, I was not even a straight B student. I was a C and D student in high school. I was. I wasn't. Which I really didn't give a shit about school when I was there. But I mean, honestly. But these kids are not coming out of school prepared for the world in 2019 as they was in 1994. Okay, guys, they're not. They're definitely not. These kids can't do hardly anything for themselves. They cannot. It's sad. How long do you think we're going to be a world superpower? Well, we got a bunch of 20-year-old dumbasses running around out here. I mean, honestly. Yeah, we may click along being a world superpower for a while because we've already been established. But how long you think we're going to stay on top at this rate? Do you know that Generation Z suicide rate is like unbelievable? That kids are committing suicide just all over the place. I mean, it's a lot worse than any generation we've ever had. It's actually through the roof. Why is that? That's what happens when you shelter people and they get them a dose of reality. They can't handle it. I was listening to a psychologist last night, matter of fact, on talk radio, and he was talking about why the suicide rate and the mass shootings and stuff are so high. A lot of it is a lot of it is the psychotropic drugs that you're putting children on. Yeah, a lot of it is way society is teaching them to be, shaming them. That used to not ever happen. You know, a lot of people says, well, the bullying just don't stop at school. It goes further than that because of electronic devices. True. But each parent has the ability to control these electronic devices if they just so might want to. If they'll actually stand up to their children and say, hey, you're not having a damn Facebook account. You're not having a Twitter account. You're not having all this bullshit. We're gonna give you a flip phone. You can text your damn buddies. Okay? But how many parents is willing to do that to their kid? Right here's one of them that did. Right here's one of them that did do it. Yeah, my boy didn't have a damn smartphone until he was like 19 years old. And I gave him one of my old phones. Yeah. Like I said, guys, your kids are what you make them. Remember, they're your responsibility. If you're a shit parent, you're going to have a shit kid, more than likely. All right? There's more to being a parent out here, guys, than just going and working and keeping a root over a kid's head, right? And just buying them whatever the hell they want. Remember, there's more than being a provider, being a good parent. Being a good provider, but not being good on everything else, all you're doing is raising an entitled piece of shit. Remember that. And that's why we got so damn many of them out here. Think about it. Yeah. You know, think about it, guys. You know, instead of going out there working 60, 70 hours a week every week, and you're going out there, well, I want this new vehicle, or I think we need this new or that new, or you know, I'm gonna buy, you know, little Susie a new iPad. She, you know, the one she's got getting. Why don't you like take the hell off of work and spend some time with your damn children? Yeah, it requires your ass to be at home and around them, not just buying electronic devices and throwing at them and saying, "Here, be happy. I love you. I bought you a new damn iPad." I mean, think about it. Spend some time with your children. Quit thinking about your damn self so much. Yeah, you know, take little Bob in and his buddies out camping. Spend some time with them. Take them fishing. Do some male bonding type shit with them. You know, right. Do some male bonding type shit with the boys. The mama do some women bonding shit with the daughters. Quit thinking all you gotta do is sit on a damn job and make more money where you can stack up more shit that you really don't even need. That you're being a good parent. That's what is lost in this country. It is people thinks that your status and you're as good as much shit as you got stacked up around you. It's one of the problems in this country. That nobody's ever happy with anything. They always got to have something better. Always got to have something new and different. And you know what? In order to have that shit, you got to stay in debt and you got to stay on a damn job and you're not at home with your family. And then you have the breakdown of a family because your ass never at home with them. You know? I mean, it's true. I mean, it's not easy to raise kids in this society, guys. It's not. With all the temptation you have out here with these electronic devices and, you know, so forth and so on. It's not. But kids has got any more. They don't even really care that much about driving. I hear parents talk about it all the time. Say, I got a 16-year-old kid. They don't care nothing about getting a driver's license. They don't care nothing about driving. They don't care nothing about going and visiting their buddies and stuff, or meeting up here or whatever at the mall or having their independence. No. You know why? They got that sumbitch right there. They can sit right there and video chat to all their buddies. Matter of fact, they can have 3 or 4 buddies on Messenger and they can all sit there and back and forth. They ain't got to get up off their asses. They ain't got to. Back when we were kids, we had to get up off our asses. Yeah, if you had a vehicle or you didn't have a vehicle, if you lived in town, yeah, you could get by. You know, you could ride a damn bicycle around or whatever, but you a country kid, you had to have a damn vehicle. Your ass didn't get socialized if you didn't. Electronics just took the place of all that, guys. It took the place of independence. You know, I've even seen myself fall into that. And I've kind of pulled myself out of it the last couple of years. I'm like, why the hell do I want to go visit old Bob? Well, I got damn telephones for. I call the bastard. You know? Or why do I want to go up there? Why do you might want to go up here and go shop? I got Amazon. I mean, guys, I was following myself into that, and I seen what I was doing, and I was following right along with the herd. And I'm not that way anymore. I socialize a lot more in person than what I used to. I do go out and I do go shop more than I used to. Man, there for a long time, I didn't go see anybody. I called them on the phone. Didn't want video chat with the ugly asses. I just called them on the phone. And everything I bought, I needed, I got from Amazon. So there you go. I was falling in that shit myself. Well, it's right. Well, guys, I got to do one of those adult type things. I got work to do today. I'm already running late. I'm dragging ass today. So, no, I don't like light beer, Larry. No, I like full beer. Okay, like Coors banquet beer and stuff. You know, I like Bush, not Bush Light. I mean, I'm not much on light beer. So, anyway, we'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good morning. There's a hell lag time on Facebook, by the way.